Welcome, champions. My name is Eric T.J. Davis, and I'm an indie filmmaker. This is Arcadia. All right, today we're going to be talking about Omen, a virtual reality, or really a full dive game. Omen has a lot of complexity in this world, and a big part of the layers of this world is the history. So, we're going to have Doug read to us Omen, the history of Trea.
In the beginning, there was one, and his name was Jonas. He was love, he was hope, and he was life. Through his symphony of life and love came Trea, a prosperous continent divided into four: Atlas, Ignis, Krygos, and one that has been lost to time. These four nations stagnated for many centuries. That was until a man came forward with 3 weapons. This man was a king of the lost nation of Trea, and he was bestowed with the gifts of guidance, justice, and truth. He was guided to give each of the nations a special weapon, made out of a legendary material known as Christic. With these weapons, the kingdoms blossomed, and there was peace. The Forgotten King's people wanted him to be the highest king, so they constructed him armor made of pure Christic, and bestowed the armor with the power of prophecy. Unfortunate for all, the armor caused him to grow mad. He went before the other kings and wanted each to bow before him and return the gifts he had given, claiming he was a prophet of the One and Almighty. He spoke of hate, of despair, of ruin. He spoke of the void. The 3 nations rose up, fear in their hearts, but hope in their souls. 6 champions arose, sons and daughters of kings chosen by Jonas. 6 that forged the history of Trea. The 6 descended upon the prophet king, erupting a fierce battle with magic hanging in the air and the clang of steel against steel. With no end to the battle in sight, a Krygos champion realized that only by sacrificing himself could he turn the tide of the battle. The Prince of Ignis was about to take a fatal blow when the Prince of Krygos stepped in, staff poised in front, and the blow struck true and cleaved the staff in twain, unleashing a blizzard the likes of which Trea had never seen, and freezing the Prophet King in his place. The remaining 5 used all their will and all their might, and eventually smote their foe upon the battlefield. However, a price had been wrought. The Christic weapon shattered, and an endless winter was unleashed upon Krygos. However, with the darkness came light. Each nation was bestowed one of his 3 gifts. The King of Ignis was blessed with the light of truth. The King of Atlas was granted the power of justice, and the Queen of Krygos was bestowed with the potency of guidance. Throughout the generations, the tale of the champions warped and waned, causing misunderstanding and jealousy. The land of Krygos withered while the land of Ignis flourished. This injustice led to war, Atlas caught betwixt. The King of Atlas forced the 2 nations to parley and discuss the matter, but neither side would acquiesce. In anger and in order to save countless lives, the King of Atlas destroyed his Christic weapon. There was a massive earthquake that shook the continent, and with that upheaval, a mountain range rose that separated the 2 warring factions, brokering an unsteady peace. These mountains opened up the Christic mines, reintroducing the world of Trea to new levels of power. Greed started forming in the hearts of men. Heretics started to surface, and long-dormant foes began to awaken.
So, what are we really about? Quite simple. We're just passionate filmmakers trying to connect with you, make our dreams come true. So, if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and we'll try our best to answer the questions without any spoilers. Thank you for watching this video, and be ever vigilant.